When you think of the best Oregon waterfalls, you probably picture Multnomah Falls in your mind. But Oregon is home to countless waterfalls. Honestly, there are way too many, especially in the rainy season, which, to be fair, lasts more than half the year. There are so many waterfalls here that Google doesn't even know 5% of them. There are even private groups on Facebook that will give you the location as long as you don't post them on social media. Yes, Multnomah is one of the most visited waterfalls in the world, and it's very picturesque, no doubt about that. But if you want a bit of peace, then there are better places to visit. Now, I'm not giving away locations of the waterfalls that have eluded social media so far. Instead, I'll give away a few waterfalls that are well known, but not well known enough to ruin nature for you. So let's start off with Silver Falls. This might be the most underrated state park in the US. This trail is called the Trail of 10 Falls because, well, there are 10 waterfalls on it, at least in the rainy season. But even in the summers, the big three are open, and the best part is, you get to go behind some of the waterfalls. Plus, it's a great place for some wildlife viewing. Alright, next up we've got Alsea Falls. This might not be the most picturesque or grand looking waterfall, but it's not that well known, and it's a place where you can come and chill without a horde of travel influencers descending upon you like the wrath of God. Next up, we've got Drift Creek Falls. There's a great suspension bridge here that you have to cross to get to the waterfall. We sure do love a good suspension bridge at the Khanabadosh Boys. Bonus points, the water is cold as fuck, and it's nice for a dip in the summers. Just don't get right under the falls. Tumalo Falls is a 97-foot waterfall in Tumalo Creek, and it's definitely one of the most beautiful falls in the state. Okay, before we get to the last falls, I'll sneak in some bonus footage of the time I almost drowned at the Triangle Lake rock slides. Triangle Lake rock slides are near Eugene, and in the summers this is a very fun place where the locals would go slide down the river and jump into the pool at the end. But since we felt indestructible at this age, we decided to go in the winters. The river was raging, and I mean fucking raging. There was no swimming in this current. Since we were extremely retarded, we decided to go down in an inflatable boat designed for small children. It was Tanya's fucking brilliant idea to go down first, but I thought if she drowned, there's no way I could explain that to the police or her family and get away with it. So I told her that I'd go down first, and if I made it and survived, then we could take turns going on a few more times.
With air, you're gonna start in there and and the finish line is at the end in the pool. I don't know, it's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
But it is pretty full of water.
It is full,
But
yeah.
just think about this.
What?
You only live once. See? So you land in that water, and then you just walk through.
I can't, because you see that big current pushing everything on that side. It's going to be really hard to overcome it on a raft. I'm pretty sure we're going to end up down there. Right, change the plan. We're gonna fill up the raft.
What'd you decide on? You're doing it? Dude.
It's by far one of the worst ideas we've ever had.
Long story short, the boat filled up with water and was being pushed down river where there was a small waterfall but big enough to break some bones or crack my skull open. The river banks were covered in thorny branches and there was no easy way to get back bare feet. So in a state of desperation, I tried to swim the boat to the side, but as soon as I jumped in the ice-cold water, my breath shot out. In the confusion, I tried swimming against the current, but my body gave up and I got sucked under. I was down there for a good 20 to 30 seconds and the pressure above me wouldn't let me up. So I said my prayers and just prepared to basically fucking die. But the current swept me aside and I launched up from the river floor, inhaling a shit ton of water on the way up, coughed my lungs out and used the boat to walk over all the thorns and get back. Great stuff, 5 stars, would definitely do it again, but not without a fucking life jacket. Stay safe, kids. You only get so many chances to cheat death.
Okay. Going through a mix of emotions right now, for fuck's sake. So just went down there on a raft. Possibly the worst fucking inflatable raft it is. Went straight into the rapids, got pulled in on that side. So instantly it's water in it, it's kind of submerged and I'm not fucking trying to paddle it out of there. It's of no use. Current's too fucking strong. Oh, I'm amazed, I'm fucking alive, man. And the water's fucking cold. Let me tell you, it's freezing. Oh.
Alright, anyway, now it's time for the final entry on the list, Sahalie Falls. This is one of my favourite waterfalls in Oregon, especially in the winters. Just make sure your car has snow tires before you go there, and gloves are highly recommended.
You got to breathe, it's only where your feet fell. People so cool, somebody wants you, they'll never come back. I wanna dance like her, like nobody's watching, but nobody's watching. We're living in nothing and we have nothing. Feel real now. We're living in nothing and we have nothing. Even when you know it's your fault, leaves
a tiny fraction of the amazing waterfalls in Oregon. There are so many more here, and I'd love to show you, but I've stopped making videos for a few years, so you get what you get. Next time, we'll go over the best spots on the Oregon coast. So hit that subscribe button and join our Khanabadosh Kafila.